She belongs to the streets for a reason. Stay tuned.
Do-rags, wave cream, brushes. Get the best products for your 360 waves at wavymerch.com.
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, I want you to watch the entire video. If you like the video, comment, like, subscribe at the end of the video. But first, watch the entire video. All right, today we're going to be talking about why women belong to the streets. They belong to the streets for a reason, all right? And the reason why I'm saying this is because we live in a culture now where most women are street women, all right? And a lot of you guys are still not catching this. A lot of these girls are street women. Now, if you're a guy that works a 9 to 5, you're pretty much gonna be stuck dating street women. When it comes to a guy that's actually chasing his dreams and working for himself, you have the opportunity to actually go up another step higher. But for most of you guys that just work a 9 to 5, most of the women that you're going to deal with are street women, because street women nowadays are done on a basic level, hoping that they can get to a higher level. But most guys that are on their grind, your pick of the litter is going to be higher. So for the regular guys out there, we're going to be breaking down the things that you should notice about a street woman, why she belongs to the streets, and how to tell that she is part of the streets. First, she knows all the guys. She knows all the guys. You have to understand this. If you're out with a woman, right, and she says, oh my God, there go my friend, and she's introducing you to all her guy friends, these are all the guys, right, that she had sex with and that she's been with that didn't want her. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to realize. She was a second girl to them, and now she's in front of you trying to make them jealous. So understand, a woman that belongs to streets is always friends with a lot of guys. What comes with being friends with a lot of guys? Chances are she smokes, she drinks, she talks pretty loud, she loves to crack jokes. She's just like a dude. She's nothing ladylike, even though she tries to dress for attention. But one thing that you have to know is she's the pretty girl that gets along with all the guys. Next, she never has any true friends. All of her friends are frenemies, which means that they're only going to be friends for those first couple of weeks when they meet each other. And like, oh my God, this is my girl. And everybody's looking around like, how the hell are you guys this much of best friends and you just met? That's typically what's going to happen when it comes to the girl in the streets. She's going to always be changing her friends, but every relationship at the beginning is going to always look like a match made in heaven. Her and that girl are going to always be around each other. They're going to smoke together. They're going to drink together. They're going to get trains ran on them together. They're going to always be hanging out with the guys, a group of girls. It's going to be almost like they're a gang. Well, you have to understand, that girl's going to always be in switch in and switch out. Every one of her friends are going to be frenemies. One minute they're going to be best friends. The next minute they're going to be somewhere putting everybody's business out in the streets, and they're going to be ready to kill each other. So understand, a street girl never, ever has a true friend. She has a frenemy. She has a girl that's going to be friends now and is going to be enemies later. Next, a girl in the streets is going to always dress so people see her. She's going to always wear the loudest colors. She's going to always have the brightest weave, the different kind of hairdo. She's going to always have things set up to where she always stands out. In a lot of cases, she's going to look tacky. She's going to have the bad weave. Things are not going to match. They're just going to be very, very, very bright. All right? Girls in the streets do this. It's because they don't have a brain. All they have is their looks and their sexuality. So, versus like a smart woman knows how to dress conservative, but have certain clothes that bring out her assets, right? So she still looks respectful and sexy at the same time. But when a woman belongs to the streets, everything that she does is to lure you in sexually, because that's the only thing that she has. Like, take Kim Kardashian, for instance, right? She's always dressing sexy no matter what. Larsa, her friend that they just cut off, always dressing sexy. A succubus is always dressing sexy. because they don't have a brain. All they have is sexual attention of men that they use to get ahead. Remember, women think they smart when they get around a whole bunch of horny guys that agree with them for no reason. This is why your Kim Kardashians get ahead, is because they get around these soft betas that own a couple businesses and at the top of the chain, and they let these women get and go wherever they want to just so they can sit in the same room with them. So understand, when it comes to the girl that's in the streets, her body, her look is her whole world. Next, a girl in the streets will be uneducated, all right? She's not gonna go to college. She's gonna barely pass high school, but she's gonna have the best street smarts that there is. She's gonna be so street smart that is unreal. A girl in the streets, right? Very dominant, but she moves like a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? That's how she does. She keeps certain people around her for the ego, and she keeps certain people around her to get the job done. So she gonna have the guys in the phone for her ego, but she gonna have guys in real life that take her out to eat. You know what I'm saying? That buy her certain clothes. The same thing that a lot of girls do on their OnlyFans accounts. It's not like that when a girl that belongs to the streets. A girl that belongs to the streets can do the same thing in real life. She know Pookie, she can get money out of Pookie, Ray Ray, Henry, Chad, and all of them. A girl in the street always has excitement. She can always make things happen, and she brings excitement to a lot of men's lives because she has the street smarts. She knows how to maneuver better without putting any emotion into anything. Remember, she moves like a drug dealer. Next, succubus, girls that belong to the streets, they never work a job. Never. 9 times out of 10, this is the girl that's gonna get knocked up early, fresh 18, maybe even 17, just so when she go into 18, she can start getting the benefits immediately. She's gonna always have some type of income coming in. Whether she got a beta male that's helping taking care of her kid and she's still making child support payments, getting WIC on Section 8, either way, a girl who belongs to the streets will never work a job. She'll either go from welfare to stripping, or she'll go to some other form. But she would never work a 9 to 5 because, once again, she knows how to maneuver. She knows how to use her assets, and she knows how to take advantage of a beta male. So if you're talking to a woman and she can't tell you the last time she worked or what career she's looking to work on, but she's still looking pretty as hell, it's because she belongs to the streets. All she has is her looks. Next, girls who belong to the streets are just like celebrities. She's a street celebrity. What that means, there's no such thing as bad publicity. You could call her a whore. You could call her out and say, you've been with old boy, you did this, bitch that, get in an argument and try to talk down to her. It's not gonna work. All she's gonna do is look at you and be like, oh, you're mad. And the reason why she's gonna say that is because her actions are unaccountable. She's not gonna hold accountability because the things that she did worked in her favor. See, women in the streets don't care what you think about them, all right? And that's something that a lot of you guys can learn about that. They're overly confident. They don't care what you think about them. And the reason why they don't care what you think about them is because they know you're talking down to them, but if they take their clothes off in front of you and say, fuck me, you're gonna forget about all her bad things. Women know this. Women know majority of the guys that are talking down to them are guys that can't sleep with them. And they know that majority of the women that are talking down to them are girls that didn't benefit the way that they did off of a situation. Girls only get jealous of other girls when other girls, like a girl in the street will only get mad at another girl in the street for using her assets to get ahead quicker than her. So it's like, oh man, that girl with that tight dress got the man that I want. Now she's jealous of her, but that's the only time she's jealous of her. She just hates the fact that she did the same game as her. But when it comes to a guy, they don't pay attention to that either because they realize sex rules. She knows, you're just talking bad on me because you can't have me. I take my clothes off right now, you're gonna be ready to fuck me, and you're gonna forget about all the negative things that I did before. Why? Because she runs the streets. Women who run the streets lose all sense of actually being a feminine woman. because they take on the traits of a man. They start to talk like a man. They start to walk like a man. They start to stare like a man. They start to have sexual drives like a man. They want to have sex to where they out-sexing the man. They want to make him come so she can feel dominant over the man. When they belong to the streets, they're no good. They can only act good for a little bit. And that's why she belongs to the streets for a reason. It's because she loses the ability to be feminine. She takes on the mindset of a drug dealer that's just looking to get over on people. This is Anthony Spade. Comment, like, subscribe. Hasta la vista.